Hello animal friends. In this video we will look at 3 myths that have been circulating in people's lives. Is this really a myth, or is it a fact? Let's discuss together and see if this is really just a myth or on the contrary is a fact that is very important for us to know. There are 3 animals that we will discuss in this video, namely bats, dolphins and ostriches. No need to linger, let's get started. 1. Are bats really blind? While there are some bat species that rely on their sense of hearing and smell more than their sense of sight, almost all bats have functioning eyes. Some bat species, especially those that are nocturnal, have excellent vision in low light or darkness. They use echolocation, which is the ability to emit sound waves and listen to their reflections, to determine their surroundings and find food. This is what often leads to myths about blind bats. Due to their exceptional echolocation abilities, bats are often seen flying at night without relying on their sense of sight. However, this does not mean they are completely blind. Bats' eyes play an important role in helping them adjust to their environment and recognize objects around them. So, the myth that bats are blind is false. Bats are not blind. Most of them have functioning eyes that can be used to aid in navigation and interaction with the environment. Their exceptional echolocation abilities allow bats to hunt prey and survive at night without relying on their sense of sight like other mammals. 2. Is it true that ostriches bury their heads in the sand when scared? This myth arises from a misinterpretation of ostrich behavior. When ostriches feel threatened or anxious, they may bend their bodies forward or crouch down, so that their heads appear to be near the ground. This phenomenon has led to the misconception that ostriches bury their heads in the sand, when in fact they do not. This hunching behavior is a form of defense or response to a frightening situation. In this way, ostriches attempt to camouflage themselves or appear smaller to potential predators. They may also use this style when building nests or searching for food on the ground. However, there is no scientific evidence or observation to suggest that ostriches bury their heads in the sand when frightened. So, it is a myth that ostriches bury their heads in the sand when frightened. In fact, they take different postures, such as hunching their bodies or crouching down, as a form of defense or response to a frightening situation. Ostriches are interesting animals and have unique behaviors, but burying their heads in the sand is not one of them. 3. Is it true that dolphins can communicate with humans through sign language? Dolphins are highly intelligent animals and have complex communication abilities. Several studies have been conducted to understand dolphin interaction with humans through sign language. Some dolphin experts and trainers have tried to teach dolphins to respond to commands and hand signals. Some dolphins have successfully learned to recognize and respond to certain hand signals, such as performing certain movements or behaviors based on human-provided cues. However, this ability varies among individual dolphins and requires intensive training and consistent interaction with humans. Although dolphins have remarkable communication abilities and can learn to respond to sign language, the assertion that they can communicate with humans through sign language is widely complex. A dolphin's ability to learn and respond to signs depends on many factors, including the environment, training, and interactions that occur. While dolphins can understand and respond to certain sign languages, it is important to remember that human sign language is a complex communication system, and the ability of dolphins to communicate with humans through sign language in a thorough manner is still the subject of further research and study. So while dolphins have amazing communication abilities and can learn to respond to sign language, the assertion that they can communicate with humans through sign language at large is still a complex issue and requires more research to be fully understood. The ability of dolphins to interact with humans and respond to signs depends on many factors and requires training and consistent interaction with humans. Thus our video today, hopefully it can answer our questions about the myths of these 3 animals. Hopefully it can be useful in getting to know the animal life around us. Thank you.